this, and this will be my review, or thoughts, or whatever you want to call it. Overall, the Raw after, you know, Hell in a Cell, with John Cena being forced to join Nexus. We were going to see that tonight. But before we get there, let me just say this, because this will be, you know, next to the pay-per-view. I decided to do this today, so I'm going to give the TNA fans a chance to get what they want. They continually argue, they continually gripe, they continually bitch about me not doing Impact reviews, about doing TNA pay-per-view reviews. You're not getting a Bound for Glory review, so don't even go there. But given that we're going to get a live Impact, I will give you this. I figured tomorrow I should be able to watch, get to watch tomorrow, I should say, Ring of Honor. And I will upload my review of Ring of Honor. So, TNA fans, here's my little deal with you, and this will not be easy. This will take some doing. If you guys do this, you will get what you deserve. And I'm sure some of you will probably want me to, you know, want me to watch what will probably be whatever, you know, the live Impact will be, and review it anyway. So here you go. If by the time Impact airs, my review of Ring of Honor, okay, which I should be able to put up tomorrow, can get 2,000 views, I will review, I will watch, I will review the live Impact. There you go. Should be pretty simple. Either you're going to do it or you're not. And then you get what you want. You're not getting the Bound for Glory review. Don't ask. But I will give you this. If you can do that one thing, if you can get the Ring of Honor review, 2,000 views. 2,000 views. Ring of Honor HDNet review. There we go. Thoughts, all of that. There you go. Throwing it out there. There we go. Now, let's get on to Raw. So, what did we have on Raw? We had lots of weird, crazy, wacky stuff happen on Raw, didn't we? Yes, we did. Because, of course, as I said, John Cena had to join Nexus. So they went right along with this. This was kind of the main storyline for the show. The show, Raw, tonight, was very storyline heavy. Not that that was a bad thing. The wrestling was definitely not there, but the storylines definitely were there. So there was that, which was not a bad thing whatsoever. I felt. So they started out. They had Nexus come out. They talked about the fact that, you know, we're still together. What does that mean? That means John Cena must join us. They didn't have John Cena walk out. He joined Nexus, basically, had a little statement about, you know, that he acknowledged that he was now a member of Nexus, and that, you know, anyone that was an enemy of Nexus was now an enemy of his, and that, you know, he hoped all his fans would stand, you know, beside him, this, that, and the other. And then Michael Tarver and John Cena took on Evan Bourne and Mark Henry, in which John Cena basically left Michael Tarver out to dry. He got beat, and then this led to a beatdown of John Tarver, of John Cena, by John Cena, I should say, which then led to the Raw general manager announcing the fact that if John Cena did not follow the orders of Wade Barrett, as he was now a member of Nexus, and that Wade Barrett was the you know, leader of Nexus, that, in fact, he would be fired. They later, on the show, did a little interview with Josh Matthews talking to John Cena. John Cena basically said he was going to do what he had to do, because pretty much wrestling was all he knew, wrestling was all he had, so he was just going to have to get through it, because that's all he knew what to do. So there's your answer to why John Cena would go along with it, because he'll get fired. Not that that's a big thing, but hey, at least they're throwing us something. Then we had Alicia Fox versus Natalya. This basically, I guess we got entrances during the commercial break. This happened a couple of times during the show, and I didn't really care for this, because that's basically jobber entrances. That's what you have trained people to think WWE. Now, maybe you know, you ran out of time. Maybe it was for time reasons. I don't know. Match didn't go very long. I think less than a minute. Natalya basically killed Alicia Fox, which was good. I mean, I guess you're trying to get her over, so there we go there. They showed Johnny Knoxville backstage. Johnny Knoxville killing Zack Ryder, which was doing, you know, jackass stunts. So We had that. Then we had the worst part of this show, and by a long shot. We come back from commercial. Daniel Bryan doesn't even get ring entrance. Though his music plays, they let his music play, but they don't give him a ring entrance. Maybe again for time. I'll give them that, because they did make an emphasis of making sure that we got to hear his music. Then Sheamus came out. I was like, this is not good. Sheamus comes out and kills Daniel Bryan. Kills him. Triple H style. Just bad. Bad. This didn't even turn into a match. Was this even a match? This went on for like 30 minutes where, Sheamus beat the crap out of Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan got no offense in. Basically saying, guess what? Daniel Bryan is not on the same level of Sheamus. Brilliant, WWE. This is the same crap you've been doing for 5 years to guys. It's why when you finally decide, hey, why can't we get guys over? Well, this is why. Because you've trained fans to think, oh, by the way, this guy is not on the same level of this guy, so we shouldn't care about this guy. This is simple. I don't understand this. I don't get it. This is why you are in the trouble that you're in. You can't understand it. Wake the fuck up. That's all I gotta say. And the fact that then Sheamus was in a 20-man battle royal, in which he also looked fairly dominant in. It was a 20-man battle royal filled with a bunch of, which you basically could have done the exact same thing, where Sheamus could have eliminated like 15 guys single-handedly, and you could have put him over that way. But instead, and you put him over strong in the battle royal. I don't get this. I don't understand this. I can't fathom this type of crap that you do. Anyways, enough about that. Then we got Edge coming out. He was supposed to apologize to the Raw computer GM. This led to some comedy between Edge and Michael Cole. This is a pretty good, this is definitely I would say, a lot better. I'm enjoying this Edge a little bit more. We found out through this whole thing that that Edge had been traded to SmackDown, and that he was going to go to SmackDown. They did a pretty good job, by the way, of hyping up SmackDown during this show. I'm guessing because they're really scared that the ratings are going to go down. But good for them. Maybe that means they'll actually put some emphasis on SmackDown. Looks like they did that. But this then led to Miz coming out because it looked like Edge was going to spear Michael Cole. Miz came out, talked about the fact that he was this, that, and the other, and that Michael Cole was the only one that believed in him. This led to I'm guessing what we're going to get is we're going to get Miz's team, Raw team, versus Edge's SmackDown team for whatever the next, what's the freaking rivalry, whatever the pay-per-view is. I don't know. Whatever it is. I don't care. Because pay-per-view, even though I like the idea of the pay-per-view is like, oh, this is what we should be doing for, Survivor Series, but we don't do that for Survivor Series, so it doesn't really matter, does it? No, it doesn't. So, yeah. There we go. So, anyways. Then we had, let's see, we had the Bella Twins taking on LaCool. LaCool had mics, so they were doing the old Jerry Lawler gimmick where he basically had commentary during the match. This was actually pretty funny. The match didn't go very long, about a minute. But it was pretty funny, and maybe they'll keep this gimmick because it was kind of funny. I enjoyed it. Then we got Knoxville talking to Maurice, which then led to Ted DiBiase getting jackassed, which he got pissed about. Then we had Johnny Knoxville in the ring. He brings out Ted DiBiase. Ted DiBiase's with Maurice. This all goes on, which eventually leads to the unveiling of the love triangle, in which we find out that it's Goldust. And it's not Goldust in love with Ted DiBiase. It's not Goldust in love with Maurice. It's Goldust wanting the $1 million belt, which could be interesting if they kind of show, Dustin Rhodes getting killed by the $1 Million Belt back in the day, which we may see, but hey. But that could be interesting. It's good to see Goldust on Raw. He's been actually pretty good. If you actually, for those of you that actually, actually watch Superstars, you would know this. But anyways, that is that. Then we got the 20-man Battle Royal, and the story behind this was very story laden and probably went far too long given that fact. Was that John Cena was supposed to help Wade Barrett win the Battle Royal. So that's kind of what we got. Cena did toss Atunga out at one point, which led to some, crazy, you need to do what we tell you to do, or you're gone type of stuff. This went on for a little while. Sheamus again looked pretty strong here. Again, I don't know why you had to both kill Daniel Bryan before, and then lead to Sheamus being strong in the main event, but that's what we got. Cena eventually eliminated Sheamus, so it was left with Barrett versus Cena. Cena didn't want to eliminate himself. Barrett kept saying, get out of the ring. Eventually, Cena did get out of the ring. Was pretty good little storyline. This, again, was a pretty storyline-laden show. This led to, Wade Barrett being in the ring. Orton walked out. They had a little stare-off. It was what it was. The fans didn't have a big reaction to it, but it was pretty good. It wasn't like, ooh, Randy Orton's in there with a guy he doesn't belong in the ring with. It was pretty much, ooh, look, Randy Orton's in there with Wade Barrett, and this could be interesting. So overall, it was an interesting Raw. I think it set up a lot of things. I don't think it was I would say it was above average. I wouldn't say it was great. I'm sure some people probably really liked the fact there was a lot of storylines. I would have liked to have had one really good match, and I really thought the main event, the Battle Royal, just kind of went on forever. And I like Battle Royals, so, I definitely thought that it just kind of went on for a little too long for my own taste. But that's what it was. So, with that, I'm out, everybody. Have a good one. Remember, TNA fans, when I put up the ROH review, 2,000 views. 2,000 views before Impact airs. Just saying. That's the deal. Okay, later.